Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope I'm audible. I welcome you all to GRE Preparation Made Easy Verbal Reasoning class by Mrs. Annapurna Murugan. Here are a few instructions for the participants. Make sure you have a stable internet connection and noise-free environment. We recommend you to use your earphones for best experience. Also, please respect your instructor, classmates, and yourself. Don't write anything inappropriate on the chat box. Also, how to answer the polls. You have to click on the more button, and where you'll find activities, and there you can go on polls. Also, we have three packages, that is bronze, silver, and gold. If you upgrade to silver and gold, you will get extra benefits like evaluated mock tests, expert university recommendations, and so on. We also have free profile evaluation with our experts, comprehensive evaluation, university shortlisting course recommendation reports, and doubt clearance. Also, there is free live IELTS classes, that is Monday to Friday, 7:30 to 8:30 p.m. It is a 4-week course, and free Duolingo classes Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. It is a 2-week course. Also, here are a few achievements. This is the Ubergrad website. You can select the country, course, and specialization. When you go on Explore, we have countries, universities, courses, exams. You can get all the information from here. When you go on Solution, we have free profile evaluation, talk to the counselor, country recommendations, course recommendations, test preparation stores, additional services. Also, weekly blogs are uploaded. You may go through them. Contact us. You can call us, WhatsApp us, or mail us. When you go on My Test Preparation and click here on GRE View course, you get the daily handouts and the recordings. Just a second. You get the daily handouts and the recordings. If you've missed any classes, you can get the recordings from here. Also, for any other doubts, you may ask at the end of the session. Thank you and have a great session.
Hi guys, good evening. I hope everyone is doing good. Yes. So today we are going to work on your high frequency words. So what we'll be talking about today, we are going to talk about high frequency words. So basically, here we have pulled up Barron's high frequency words. So and basically, if you see 999 high frequency words are there, it is very important for you people to know these words because they are regularly used so in passages, so in your this one text completions and sentence equivalence, these words are so the major part. And in fact, so you people can use these words while you people write essays. So and you know that one essay is compulsory in a GRE thing. That means you have to present your issue-based essay writing here. So let me share the screen for you guys quickly and let us try to what is that as much as possible we'll discuss more words today. I hope everyone can see this. Yes. See, we are basically giving you the different portions, okay? How you need to work on vocabularies or lexical resources, okay? It is not just take a book, just have one set of words, so or just 10,000 words you have and you are just doing that. No, you need to basically have what is that these different approach. That is the reason every day each day we are dedicating to different things here, okay? Now, so here we have some of the important words, Barron's high frequency words. So if you just see, we have 999, so high frequency words, but however, we have taken few of them here and you people can see this. Abate. Abate is what? Either subsidizing or moderating. That means lessening, abating. So subsiding or moderate. In a moderate level, so we can take this as abate. So aberrant is what? something abnormal or deviant. Okay, so aberrant, so you remember when we were doing the this one, root words, suffixes and prefixes, we had this prefix ab. Okay, which is nothing but, aberrant is nothing but your abnormal or something deviant. Okay, so deviant in the sense what, it is away from the topic, or abnormal from normal, it is different, so it is abnormal. Okay, aberrant is what, abnormal or deviant. Abeyance, I guess we had discussed this also. A suspended action. Okay, what is this abeyance? So this abeyance is nothing but a suspended action. That means any action that is stopped. Okay, so or that is temporarily stopped, so that is called as suspended action. Abeyance is that particular thing. Abscond. Abscond is what? Hiding secretly, departing secretly. So hiding, absconding is very common word. You people know this. Okay. Then we have abstemious. What do we mean by abstemious? Abstemious is nothing but, like if you are a gym goer, okay, or if you are like, what is that, fitness freak, so you will be abstemious there. Why? You will be very temperate in your eating and drinking. That means you won't just eat anything and everything. You are very particular. You will cut your carbs. You will be cutting your sugars. So this sparing yourselves from eating and drinking, okay, that is called as abstemious. Okay. Then we have admonish. Admonish is what? Warn, warning, reproving. Okay, so warning or reproving, it is called as admonish. Then adulterate, we all know that making the things impure, so that is your adulterate. Aesthetic, so aesthetic is a talk of a town now. You can see everyone, in everyone's this one words or speech, you say, wow, it is aesthetic, we say. That means something very artistic, beautiful, so something extremely good, okay, in its this one appearance or that, so that is called aesthetic. Okay, then aggregate. Aggregate is what? Gathering, accumulating. Aggregate, what is your aggregate scores, we ask, right? That means what? Gather, to accumulate. So these things we can say it as aggregate. Alacrity. What is this alacrity? The cheerful promptness. That means the eagerness to do something. For example, I would expect so everyone to have this alacrity to work on the words. Don't think that, oh, we'll just read the words and we'll be able to get the thing. No, when we discuss the words like this, so basically you can understand the words much better. So what we want, we need you people to have that cheerful promptness or that eagerness to discuss the word, understand its different shades of meanings and all of these things. Why? Because that will help you people to so gain more knowledge about our words, isn't it? So alacrity is what? The tear. See, learning word is a boring thing, isn't it? So I say that please show your alacrity. So that means what? You need to be very cheerful, excited to learn the words there. Then alleviate. Alleviate is what? Relieving, relieving. So one from a pain, one from difficulty, relieving. So one from pain, difficulty, problem, that is called as what? Alleviation. Okay. Amalgamate is what? It is a science word. Everyone knows about this. Combining the things into one particular body. Okay, that is combine or unite in one particular body, that is called as amalgamate. Ambiguous is what? Something that is unclear, confusing, or something that is doubtful in meaning. That means if an idea is not very clear, if the situation is not very clear, so then we can call that situation as what? Ambiguous. What we'll be calling that as? Ambiguous. Now, next we have ambivalence. What is this ambivalence? So yeah, like for example, you people may be all working or studying. Maybe you had a very hectic day. So to attend this class, you will be, yeah, should I attend the class? Should I not attend the class? Okay, if I attend the class, I can know few words. Okay, one day I'll skip. I'll look for the recordings. These things, what happens? Contradictory feelings, isn't it? Many times we come across, everyone have this ambivalence ideas. Okay, so that is ambivalent means what? The state of having that state. So where we are not able to decide, so with our contradictory feelings there. Okay, then ameliorate. What do we mean by ameliorate? Something to improve. See, alleviate, to relieve. See, all these are synonyms. Which one? Ameliorate, alleviate. So all these are synonyms, but they are used in different situations. So remember this also. So we can't use like all the synonyms on one situation. No. So each one, even though their root meaning will be same, but so they are used in different situations. Therefore, you need to know which situation, in which situation you will be using what word. Okay, that clarity one should have here. Now, ameliorate is what? Improving the condition. Okay. Alleviate is relieving someone, okay, from some pain, some difficulty. So that is the thing we basically have. Anachronism, it is nothing but something or someone misplaced in time. Okay. So which is not happening. Anachronism. Chron is time. Ana is not. So not in time. Something out of, see, if one of your friend so is very traditional, so if she or he like try to take the this one, what is that, follow the fashion, so that was like 50 years back, so and those things, what do you say? Hey, you are anachronic, man, so you're not for this time, you have been placed in a wrong time, we say, right? So that is anachronism. Analogous is what? Comparable. If you're comparing on some logic, yeah, both the logics will be same. That is analogous. Anarchy. Archy is what? Governing. Anarchy. And is what? Absence. So absence of governing body, we can say anarchy. Anomalous. Don't get confused with analogous and anomalous. Anomalous is just like your aberrant, which is nothing but abnormal or something irregular. Okay, so that's what. So we need to, when we are discussing the verse there and then, we need to discuss the similarities and the dissimilarities there, so that you won't get confused here. Anomalous is what? Abnormal, irregular. Aberrant is also same. See, now antipathy is what? Aversion, dislike. Aversion means, so you're just going away from something. Okay, that is aversion. So that is basically when we go away from something, only when we dislike. So it is antipathy. Is pathy is liking, anti is opposite. So antipathy is aversion or dislike. Apathy. Apathy is also what's one of the similar thing. Lack of caring. Okay, indifference. They don't have any kind of caring. Okay, so it is, they are very different. Difference, careless. They are not bothered. That is apathy. Okay, then appease is again what? So this ameliorate, appease. So and this one alleviate. All these things comes under one. This one only root meaning. Appease is to pacify or soothe or relieve. Apprise is what? To inform. So only those who are working, you people know yearly you will be having appraisals. Okay. What is this appraisal? They will sit and tell you, okay, you have done on these things good, on these things you need to improve. So this is what we have on appraisals. It is not appraisals means the increment of salaries. Okay, so they will be first discussing, they will be informing you what they expected from you, what you have given, and how much you need to improve. So what is the scope of your improvement? They completely inform you guys. That is appraisal. Apprise, to inform. Okay, approbation. So what do we mean by approbation? approval, but it sounds something probation and approbation. So that is approval. Okay, probation is what you're waiting for the approval. Approbation is what already you have a approval. So and also you can see that appro is what approving, giving permission. Bation is that period. Approbation. So you people can take appropriate. Appropriate is what? Something which is proper or related or acquired. So or even so, what is that? Take possessions of for one's own use. If you are taking possession, if you are taking the ownership for one's own use, that is what? Appropriate. Okay. Then hard years. Hard years is what? Hard, strenuous, very hard and strenuous, strict, strenuous and strict. So that characteristics we can represent it as what? Hard years here. Artless. Artless means don't think that the person is not talented. Okay. Here we use that artless for what? So a different thing. Heart in the sense we are here taking for what? So your this one, that cunningness and everything. If someone is not having that heart, okay, that means what? They are without guile. Guile is what? Again, cunningness and like who can be tricky. Okay, so that is your guile. So without guile is your artless. Open and honest is also one of the someone who is very naive. I can say even a naive. So where they are just open and honest to tell anything and everything, so that they come across. Then ascetic is what? Again, it is abeyance, or so I can say it's not a yes. So it is austere, self-denial. We are just temperating that. So like many sadhvis we can take, they are ascetic. Okay, why they are ascetic here? So because they have left all the pleasures of the life. Okay, self-denial. So that is austere, that is very simple living. Okay, so all these things comes under this. Assiduous is nothing but diligent. Diligent is nothing but hardworking. And then assuage is again to that alleviate group, ease in or lessen, satisfy, soothe. So that is assuaging. Attenuate is what? Making the things thinner, making the situation less complicated. So that is also attenuating. Okay. Then audacious is what? So arduous is ard, strenuous, whereas audacious is what? Daring and bold. Don't get confused here. Arduous is what? Hard and strenuous. But here, this is a different hard they are saying. Audacious is what? So someone who is very daring and bolding. Austere, I said as before, forbiddingly stern, very simple, unornamented. Okay, usually sages. So all these people, basically we can refer to them as Australia. Autonomous is what? Self-governing, independent. Autonomous is what? Self-governing, or so it is independent. Aware is what? So assert confidently or declare very confidently. If we declare, so as per the rules and regulations, then so that is called as averring. It is a formal act. Okay. And then banal. Banal is what? Something commonplace, acnate, trite, lacking originality, which is very commonly present. Idlis and dosas are banal in South India. That means very commonly present. It is. Okay. So that is what we basically say. Then belay. Belay is what? Contradict, belie, lie. Be lie. That means we are being lie. We are contradicting the truth. We are giving a false information there. So beneficent. Beneficent is good. The root meaning of bene is what? Good. Beneficent is what? Kind, doing good. That is bolster. Bolster is what? Supporting, reinforcing. Okay. So what is the supporting? Bolster. Many times they use these words. Bolster. So bolster is supporting, reinforcing. Reinforcing in the sense what? Something which is stopped. We are trying to take it out and present it again or restart something. That is reinforcing. So now, bombastic. Yes. Now, people who are preparing for GRE, now. So now, after few months, you people need to become bombastic in your language. So when you write also, when you speak also, because you will be knowing so many words. So you should use all different words, but not with common people, okay, or a lay person, but wherever it is required. So on your papers, so when you have an interview, so at that time, just be like, what is that? Use this one, what is that? Bombastic language. Bombastic language in the sense, usually when you go for IELTS exam and all, they'll have this speaking test. Okay. So at that time, they would ask you to describe many things. At that time, be bombastic. So when you are bombastic, now indirectly you are basically what you're doing. You're trying to be very excited there. So that gets you the score. So your speech will be full of life, even when you're writing also. Use that pompous, inflated languages so you can use that. Boorish is something rude. Bura. So Hindi, the mnemonic, how you can remember this? Bura is in Hindi. It is wrong, right? So boorish is what? Rude, something insensitive. So that one. Burgeon. Burgeon is growing forth. Okay. Something growing forth is burgeoning. Burnish is what? It's a kind of painting where they burn the wood and they shine and they give that. It's a kind of art. So where they will be burning the wood and they will be shining the this one. Okay. Now, buttress is what? To support. Okay, we say na, don't butter me karke. So buttress is nothing but we are supporting, we are propping up, we are adding there. Okay, so that is your buttress. Capricious, fickle minded, unpredictable. Many times we ourselves are capricious when we are stressed. Okay, or when we have no clue what should happen. At that time, what it will happen? We'll become very capricious. That is fickle minded, unpredictable, but not always, but many will be like by characteristic only they become capricious. Yeah. Now castigation is what? A punishment. It is not just a punishment, but this punishment is it's very severe punishment. Okay, that is castigating or castigation. Catalyst is what? So it is, catalyst is that thing which when added to something, so it makes the reaction to happen, but it will not react itself, it will not change in its physical as well as chemical state. That is catalyst. Okay, so now caustic, some people speak very caustically. So that means what? Very sarcastic, very harsh. So their words only will be something like biting for us. Okay, we don't like to listen. Why? It sounds as if they are mocking us. So that thing we can say caustic. You can remember caustic soda. Caustic soda, when it falls on the skin, so it burns, right? Caustic is also what? Someone whose speech is not very good, it burns. Okay, so that is your caustic. Chicanery is what? Trickery, deception. What is this chicanery? It is trickery. So the one who is very trickery, deception, that is who is cheater, we can say. Then coagulate is what? Thickening or congeal or clot. Okay, so this is your coagulations. The blood coagulates once exposed to oxygen. So thicken, congeal, or so your clot. Coda is what? A concluding section. So of a musical or literary composition. If we are attending any musical or so literary, this one, what is that I can say? A program. So the last part of that, okay, the ending, that concluding part is known as so coda here. Okay. And the next thing that we have here is what? Cogent. So cogent is nothing but convincing. Okay. If we are convincing, so if something is convincing, then that is cogent. Now, commensurate. Commensurate is what? Proportionating. So, or corresponding to the extent it is required, or meeting the degree of the requirement. So, that is commensurate. Okay. What is this compendium? Compendium is what? A brief summary. Okay. Compendium is nothing but it is not the big or the thing. So, it is the brief summary so that we can call it as compendium. Complaisant, complaisant. So look at this word, so nice it is. So complaisant is what? So we are trying to please, we are being very polite, we are being very obliging. That is complaisant. What is this complaisant? Trying to please, we are overly polite, we are obliging. So that is complaisant. Whereas compliant is what? So we are conforming to the requirements. We are acting to the requirements. We are working. So what is the requirement of that particular situation? We act like that. So that is you're compliant, whereas complaisant is what? Trying to please or being overly polite here. Okay. Conciliatory. Conciliatory is what? We are soothing, reconciling. Okay, we are soothing and reconciling. So that is your conciliator. See, all these words minutely they are changing. So be very careful with the meanings, but their meanings are extremely different here. Condone is what? To overlook, to forgive, to give tacit approval. Okay. See, tacit approval is also what? Forgiving. Okay. And then excusing. So that is your condone. Condone is what? So we are overlooking, we are forgiving, we are tacit, we are giving the tacit approval. So we are being tacit there. So we are excusing. So we are excusing someone for their mistakes or whatever it is. Okay. Confound is what? Confound is not profound. Confound is confused, puzzled. Okay. Confused is nothing but confound, puzzle. Conacia. Who is that Conacia? Conacia is that person who has that extreme talent to be a judge of any art or any person. That means he knows in and out of that art or that particular thing. So that means a person who is expert in a subject. So we can call them as what? Conacia, and who can be taken as a judge also. Then contention, claim, thesis, contention. My content is this. Okay. So that means what? My claim is this. My thesis is this. Contentious. See, contention is my claim, my theory. Okay. So, but contentious becomes what? Quarrelsome. That means I put the claim also and I argue that it is correct. So that is your contentious. That is the quarrelsome we have. Contrite is what? Penitent. What is this contrite? It is penitent. Then conundrum, a difficult problem. What is this conundrum? It is a difficult problem. It is a riddle. So that we can call it as your conundrum here. Okay. Converge. Converge is meeting. Okay. Coming together, tend to meet, approaching. So all these things are can be considered to be converge. Okay, what is this converge? Approaching, tending to meet, coming together. So that is your converging. Convoluted, coiled. Okay, convoluted. When you touch this one, what is that? We have one kind of worm, right? When you touch, it gets convoluted. So that means it gets coiled around. Okay, it is very intricate also. Intricate means full zigzag, zigzag, zigzag. That one. So, and even in the other way around, you people also can take it as involved. If someone is involved in something, so then we can say that as convoluted. Okay. Craven. Craven is what? Cowardly. So craven means what? So it sounds something else. When you read this word, you think craven means what? No, craven means someone who is coward. Okay. So coward in the sense what? So scared, shyful, we can say, who is scared of something. So we can consider that. Daunt is what? Frighten, intimidate, something that's frightening, that is basically troubling. Okay, that is daunting, that is actually troubling, intimidating, or frightening. So that's daunting. Decorum is that discipline, orderliness, good taste in manners. Okay, so all those things we can consider as decorum. Default is what? Failure to act. What is this default? Default is nothing but a failure to act. That is our default. Then deference, cautious regard for another's wishes. Deference means we are giving importance for another's wishes. That means we are making sure that another's wishes should not be uh, earthed or should not be overlooked. Okay, so that is cautious regard. We are giving very much importance for another's wishes. Delineate is what? Portray, depict, sketch. Okay, so that is our delineate. Delineate is nothing but we are portraying, we are explaining, we are sketching out, we are depicting. So we are illustrating. All these things comes under delineate. Denigrate, to blacken. Okay, uh, either to blacken, or if we are, what is that, even denigrate, we can say, even like, what is that, defaming. All these things comes in for denigration. Blacken itself is what? So we are trying to hide all the colors of it. That means we are trying to defame there. Okay, deride. Deride is also ridiculing, making fun of. When we are making fun of, or when we are ridiculing, that is called as deride. Okay, derivative. Derivative is what? Unoriginal, obtained from another sources. Okay, that means derived. It is derived from some other source. It is not original. It is not having its own this one. Okay, so that is our derivative. Desiccate is dry up. In supermarkets, you can see desiccated coconut, desiccated fruits, desiccated berries. So you get them. Okay, so dried up. Desiccate means it's not grated one. So usually people think desiccate in the sense grating. No, grating is different, desiccation is different. Desiccation is you're trying to remove the water. So from that particular thing, that means drying up. Okay. Desultory. Desultory is what? Aimless, haphazard, digression at random. Okay. Deterrent, something that discourages or hinders. Okay. Deterrent is acting like a something which is acting like um, deterring, obstacle. Okay, basically. So something that discourages or hinders. Now, dear tribe is what? Bitter scolding. Okay, the scolding which is very bad, very bitter, you can't take. Okay, dear tribe, or something which is invective. Okay, invective or bitter scolding, you can consider that as dear tribe. Dichotomy is what? Split. See, we had monotony, then dichotomy. That means the seeds. Okay, so if it can be split, okay, that is dichotomy, branching into two parts. Bits. Diffidence is what? Shyness. What is this diffidence? It's the shyness. And diffuse is what? Rambling, spreading out. Okay, so spread out, rambling, wordy. So all these things can come for diffusing. So, and the next thing that we have here is what? Digression. Digression in the sense, so today's topic is we need to speak about words. In fact, this complete week we are this one speaking about words. But so instead of words, if I start speaking about reading comprehensions, or if I speak about the quantitative part and all of these things, so what it happens? Don't you think I'm digressing from the topic, from the subject? Because our thing was this, but we are doing something else. Dirage. Dirage is what? Lament with music. Okay. So it is a lament. That means a sad song. So for the death, in praise of somebody who is already dead. So the music in that, okay, or that praises with where we are praising a dead person, but along with the music, we call that as what? Dirage. Disabuse is what? Abuses to blame. Disabuse means we are correcting that blame. Okay. You correct that false impression. Undecisive. Okay. It can be also undecisive. Then discerning. Discerning, if you see, it sounds negative. Why? Because this is there. But here, what is the meaning of it? Mentally quick and observant. The one who is mentally quick and observant, so we can call him as discerned. Okay. So, or the one who has that vision, the insight. Okay. Having insight or vision, we can consider them as what? Discern. Discordance, not harmonious. So, Concordant is what? Harmonious, not conflicting, being cordial there. Okay. So, but discordant is what? So, not harmonious, and you will be seeing conflicting as well. Discredit. Discredit is what? Defame, destroy confidence, and disbelief. So discredit is what? We are defaming. We are crediting is we are giving the fame. Oh, because of him we got this. But discredit means we are defaming, destroy the confidence, and disbelief there. Discrepancy, so lack of consistency, difference. Okay, discrepancy is what? That there is some difference, or we can say the lack of consistency, so that we can consider as discrepancy. Discrete, separated, unconnected, consist of distinct parts. Okay, discrete ideas, different ideas, something which is unconnected. Okay, not related. So these things we can consider as what? So discrete. Yeah. Disengineers in the sense what? So someone who is engineers is sincere, whereas disingenuous is nothing but insincere or lacking genuine candor. Okay. So the one who is lacking genuine candor, we can consider them as so disingenuous. Okay. Then disinterested, unprejudiced. That means we don't have, see, disinterested means it is not that we are not interested in that. It is basically the person who feels that he or she has no bet, no, they are not expecting any kind of benefit from that particular thing. That means they don't have any feeling towards that particular thing, either positive or negative feeling. That is your disinterested or unprejudiced. Okay. See, prejudiced is narrow thinking. Unprejudiced means they are neutral. So they are not having any kind of narrow thinking or good thinking. Okay, it is disinterested. Disjointed, separated at the joints, lacking coherence. We don't have the coherence, that cordialness. Okay, that is disjointed. Dismiss is what? Reject. Disparage is what? Belittle. That means ridiculing. Okay, showing someone very down. So that is belittle or disparage. Disparate is what? Desperate, basically different, unrelated. Okay, disparate is what? So unrelated or basically different. Dissembled is nothing but disguise, to pretend. Okay, so to fabricate, even you can say fabricate is also pretend or disguise or dissemble. Disseminate, that is distribute. Okay, disseminate means what? So we are distributing there. Okay, the seeds get disseminated. So, and spread or scatter like seeds. Dissolution is disintegration, looseness in the morals. Dissolution means the one who is not uh, the one who doesn't follow the morals. Okay, it's not only doesn't follow, but they have just opposite contra morals for them. Okay, so that's your dissolution. Dissonance is what? Discord, opposite of the harmony. Okay, distant, to expand, to swell out. Distill is to purify, refine, concentrate. All these things comes under distill. Diverge is what? Varying, going in different directions from the same point, that is diverging. Divest is what? Stripping out, depriving. Okay, so stripping, depriving, all these things comes under divest. Now document. So document is nothing but it is the written evidence. Okay, so like anything on papers, so can be considered as our document. Dogmatic, so something with opinion. So if someone is opinionated, okay, or someone who has some thought process, a reserved thought process. Doctrinal, arbitrary, so then we can say them as what? Dogmatic. Dormant is what? So sleeping, lethargics, dormitories we say. Na? Dormitories are the areas where we go and rest or sleep. So dormant is what? So someone who is sleeping, lethargic, sluggish, so latent, so we can call them as dormant. Dupe is what? Someone who can easily be full. So dupe is an English word only. Don't think that it is a regional word. It is English word, dupe in the sense. So to someone who can be easily fooled. Ebullient is what? Showing excitement. Okay. Overflowing with enthusiasm. So ebullient is what? Full excited. I'm ebullient to present the class. That means I'm excited to present the class, or overflowing with the enthusiasm. So that is your ebullient. Eclectic is what? Being selective. So it may be composed of different elements from different resources. So that is your eclectic. Efficacy is what? Power to produce desired efficiency. Efficiency basically it is. Efficacy, we can take it as efficiency. That means, but little add-on is there. So the power to produce the desired effect. So that is your efficacy. Effrontery. Effrontery is a kind of negative word. It is the shameless boldness. For example, so we see like many like what is that, citizens of the country, even though they would be lazy, they are useless people, they would not be doing anything, but still they dare to ask what the country has done for me, isn't it? So such kind of, that means even though we are wrong, but we question the other for their correctness. Okay, so that is called that boldness, that sureness. Okay, that this one shameless boldness, we can call it as what? Effrontery. So even impudence is also same, and presumptuousness is also the same thing. Elegy is this one same as what is that? Expressing the praise for a dead person. Okay, it's a poem or a song expressing the praises for the dead person. Elicit is what? Draw out by discussion. If we are going out of the discussion, so if you walk out of the discussion, so that is elicit. Then embellished is adorn, ornamentation, to decorate, okay, to add on. So that is embellishing. Okay, so your writings could be embellished by the users, by using so lexical, different lexical resources. Empirical is what? So based on experience. Empirical is what? based on experience. So you're trying to analyze something that is known as empirical. So many times, many places, you see this empirical word. So this empirical is not the entire conclusion. It is based on your or somebody's experience here. Emulate is what? Imitate or rival. Okay. So imitate, or even it can go as what? Rival here. That is your emulate here. The next thing that we have is what? Endemic. Endemic is what? Something prevailing for some people, specific country or specific area. But we had pandemic. Pandemic means what? Pan means everywhere. Okay. Demic means it is spreading everywhere. Some disease or something which is affecting the entire this one. So that is pandemic. Endemic means it is, N is what? Within. So within the specific group or people, so or specific area, so that is, we call it as endemic. Enervate. Enervate is what? Weakening. Enervate is what? It is not encouraging or anything like that, because it sounds like that. Enervating is what? Weakening. What is happening here? Enervate. We weaken the things. Engender is producing. Okay. Endangered is different and engendered is different. Engender is what? So basically, we are causing, we are producing something, that is your engender. Enhance is what? To increase, improve. Okay. So ephemeral, something which is short-lived, which is fleeting. So that is your ephemeral. Equanimity is what? So equanimity is that composed nature, calmness of the temperament, composedness. So that we call it as equanimity. Equivocate is what? Lie, mislead. So that's what equivocate means. We are just lying and attracting people or the crowd or your friend or anyone to gain our, what is that, benefit, or to close the to hide the truth. Okay. If we are taking an attempt, so that is called as equivocate. Erudite is what? Learned, scholarly person. Esoteric is what? Something which is very hard to understand. Okay. It is only known for few people. So that means something very hard to understand. We can consider that as what? Esoteric. Eulogy is what? Expression of the praise. Eulogy is expression of the praise on the occasion of someone's death. That is lament. Then euphemism, that mild expression of unpleasantment. For example, so you may not be interested to have dal chawal today at home, but your mom would have cooked that. You can't, what is that, say that why did you cook or whatever it is, because yes, mom has cooked. So what you will be saying, oh, today also dal chawal. So that means what? Your expression there is euphemism. That means you did not like that, but still what you have done, so you are expressing that very mildly. You're not being expressed aggressive there or something like that. That means when we express our dislikeness very mildly, indirectly, so we are being what? Euphemistic there. Okay. And now exaggerate means we are trying to what? Worsen the situation, embitter the situation. That is your, so exaggerating thing. Exaggerating is different from exaggerating. Remember that both are not same. Exaggerating is very different from exaggerating. Exculpate, clear from blame. Okay. So what is this exculpate? If you are taking away from blame, if you are what is that, trying to spare someone from the blame they had, so that is exculpate. Exigency, emergency. So it is a urgent situation, a pressing needs or demands. Okay. That is exigency. Extrapolation, projection. inference. It can be a conjecture. Conjecture is what widely used, widely applied, that is, so your extrapolation. Facetious is what? Joking, humorous. Facetious is what? So basically joking, humorous. So, and it is basically inappropriate jokes, we can say. Facilitate is to what? To help bring about something or make less difficult. Okay, to give the facility, so making things simple, so that is your facilitate. Fallacious is what? False, misleading. Okay, fallacious is what? False and misleading. Fatuous is what? Brainless, inane, foolish, yet smart. That means fatuous is what? So fat at our brain. You can take this mnemonic. Fatuous is what? Somebody fat at brain. Fat at brain means what? The one who is brainless, who is inane, who is foolish. Okay. So we call that as fatuous. Fawning is what? Trying to please by behaving obscuriously, flattering or cringing. Simply we praise, simply we act, we try to please someone just by overacting, that is cringing. Okay, that is called as what? Fawning. Felicitious. Felicitious. It is suitably expressed. Okay, well chosen. Felicitious is what? So we are suitably expressing it. We are using well chosen words to express something. So that is felicitious. Fervor is what? Glowing, intensity of that feeling. Okay, that is fervor. Okay, fervor is what? That intensity of feeling or glowing ardor. So that we can say. Flag, droop, your glow, feeble. Feeble in the sense very soft, mild, that one. Okay, so grow feeble. Fledgling is what? Inexperienced person. Okay, so callous also we can say, CALLOUS is also same as inexperienced. Fledgling is also same. Okay, flout is rejecting, mocking, showing contempt for. Okay, foment is what? To instigate, to stir up, to make someone angry. So that is your foment here. Okay, so guys, I guess so these are some of the high frequency words. I guess in your handouts we have all the high frequency words, so that you people need to work on. So kindly, when you are working on, see how you people are working on, read it. So basically make at least per day 50 words you people are going through all together. Okay, so when you go through, use them in your sentence. You try to explain someone like this, so that you remember that word for longer time. Okay, so that is what we have. So now guys, you people have any doubts for the day? Any doubts, you can ask me. See, why we give this last minute? For you to ask any doubts. If you have any doubts, ma'am, how to prepare for the words, what is this? So anything you people can ask me, so that we can have that clarity on the same. Ma'am, which flashcards we should buy? Imani, see, flashcards and all, it's just like I can to as a this one, what is that? Trainer, I feel flashcards and all, it's just a dead investment. Okay, so it's only what you need to do the work. So yeah, so that's the reason. So don't invest on all these flashcards and everything, because ultimately it is your effort and it is your 360-degree approach that you need to learn the words there. Instead, what I say is, try to use whatever words you people are this one revising everything. Try to see like try to use them in your sentences, try to make sentences, or when you're going through the reading passages, try to see these whether these words are found there. So that is the best experimental or empirical way of understanding the word usage and everything. Okay, so getting it. So don't unnecessarily, because we have vast range of, and I guess on Google you have few free downloads of flashcards also. You people can just use that. Okay, don't try to purchase any of the flashcards, because ultimately you need to study, isn't it? Right. Any other queries? Do you guys have any other queries? No? Welcome, Imani. Okay, guys. So I guess you people don't have any queries. No worries. But so when we are doing text completion and sentence equivalence, na, so I'll be asking all the questions and everything. So whatever we did, word meaning, suddenly I'll be asking the words. So get yourself prepared for them. Okay. So bye, guys. Take care. So over to you, admin.
Thank you, ma'am. Also, if anyone has any doubt related to the Ubergrad website, you may ask now. I've already shared the handout and recording links. Any other doubt, you may ask. Otherwise, I'll be ending the session. Thank you so much for attending.